Alright, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Let's Play series that you know and you know to love. Welcome to Let's Plays. Last time I probably titled it something weird like learning how to get back home or something through the nether, or which is not a bad title. This one is gonna be us actually getting through this process. I'm gonna show you guys really quick what I had to do and what advice I actually had to take in order to get back home, which was surprisingly a lot more than I expected it to be. We're at 70. Okay, this sometimes gets a little bit ridiculous. As you can see, it's already getting a tad bit too ridiculous for me. And you know what I might have to end up doing is actually creating another pickaxe, and that's 79 to 70. Yeah, I'm creating another pickaxe, cause what? I don't have any more to create. What's this all about? What was all the suffering about if I can't create another pickaxe? So yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how to actually get back home. We actually, just to give you a little bit of background thought, I came from the Woodland Mansion, from a map of the Woodland Mansion. If you guys ever used any of the maps at Woodland Mansion, you'll know firsthand how difficult it is to get there and how some maps take you absurd amount of time to get back home. I think I had to go through 2 different islands just to get back home, and I'm like, wow, this is completely unnecessary. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and we're almost down there. I don't have any more wood because apparently when I was digging down here, all the wood apparently just burned, and that wasn't my fault. 77. Oh, this is a tad bit embarrassing. Well, let me think of a solution. I don't have any solution. Wow. So it actually might be stuck in here. Because I can't build anything off of this, and nothing will actually burn. So this is not good. Not good at all. I could have sworn I actually did have a what you call one, a crafting table. I only brought one. That's all I actually needed. There it goes. I knew I had it somewhere. I'm like, I know I had this thing somewhere. I just don't know where. Honestly, I thought I just needed one of these, and I'm gonna take these just in case I do need them again. So as you can see, our coordinates were supposed to be -13, no sorry, -9. Oh, our y is supposed to be 52. I was looking at the wrong coordinates. Sorry about that. And so that's why I started recording, because I'm like, you know what, we're really close, so might as well just start recording and make this worth the while. But it doesn't seem like we're even close to it. Well, now we should be, since we're at 52. We're only 20 blocks away, and that's home right there, the place that we know and love. I'll show you guys straight ahead what I mean when I reached home. As you can see, we finally made it to the place that you know, you love, and you love to know more about. And the only thing about it is that we are not in the exact area which I thought we were. We're actually in a whole different new area. Let's head back there if I can ever find that place. Why am I not so good with coordinates? I don't understand. So obviously that was the place. I'm gonna dig straight over here. Let me get through just so I can show you guys what I mean when I say that I probably messed up, because there doesn't seem anything to be there. I can look for it from over here and I know there's nothing over there. So just to prove it to you guys, there goes not so good story. And he despawned. That is just great news. Let's see, there goes one of my torch. We actually made it home, but we didn't make it exactly home. And I told you guys that it wasn't a good place to be. So anyways, let's head straight back home, which is actually right over here, -15 and -9. So it should be going straight down over here, and we're home. Oh, thank you. That thought I was gonna end up really bad. And we are actually home finally after a long, very long traveling. We only had 25 chickens left, and even I didn't know how long that was gonna last us. That's how bad things were. Wow. Things were pretty bad, huh? Yep. I should not ask myself any more questions apart from yes sir and no. Oh no, wrong one. F3. And as you can see, we made it back home. That was a really long travel. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how long it actually took me and what I did to actually get all the way back home, which I'm pretty glad we're actually back, because that was a long trip. Really long trip. Now I want to take a nap. Oh, unnecessary amount. Oh, you know what? I have an entire chest specifically for nether rock. And yeah, so if you noticed in my previous video, I made it back home, obviously, if you guys didn't know that. But another interesting fact is that we actually I never placed torches. And one of the things about going ahead and making one of these getting yourself back home is you need a whole bunch of torches. And you're thinking, well, you know, I'm just gonna place torches all around. No, place torches in one direction. That's really important, because if you place torches everywhere, how are you gonna know which way is home? How are you gonna know which way to go? Which way are you gonna trust? Okay, let me get some more torches. Usually what you want to put torches is in the right side, because I remember, because you drive in the right side, right? You know, unless you're in the UK, then you're kind of weird. I'm just joking. I'm joking. JK, guys. JK. Gosh, can't take a joke. I'm just joking. Seriously though, let me get some more torches out of here. We're gonna head back to the nether, which I really don't want to, because it took so much effort to get out of there. But the reason we had to head back is because I did leave a lot of my my work is there. A lot of my items, very expensive items, are there, and well, you just can't leave them there. No, they're really irreplaceable. And the most 25 is gonna do pretty much. 25 is not that bad. It should have a good amount of resources. You can take a couple of wood just in case, but don't be like me and simply burn the whole entire thing to the ground, which is, I didn't mean to. It just so happened that all the wood just burned. Sorry, I dropped it by accident. Okay. Yeah, and also stone is super duper important. If I can ever find any, I do have a lot somewhere. If I can remember where I put it. Nope. Okay, stone or iron would do, just so we can make some tools while we're there, just in case things didn't look too bright. We can always grab some tools. I should grab some tools. Alright, maybe here. There we go. let's go ahead and take that. I use mostly all my tools to actually yeah, I use most of them to actually smelt them and create them into this thing. These things use a lot of stone. Anyway, let's head back to where we were. Yeah, so one of the things about, let's go ahead and tell you guys, this is a correction of how to actually get back home after exploring such a long time in the woodland mansion, because it can be hard. It can honestly be very, very hard. How did we even get over here? Oh, was it through this thing? Was that it? Wow, that's really creepy. Anyway, let's head back. Obviously, it wasn't through there. And this is what I mean when tools are such an important thing. You're probably going to need a lot more than you probably will intend on using. Oh wow, did I actually lose my place where I was at? Please do not tell me I did that. Did I really lose the area that I was at? No, seriously, no. That's not it, because I didn't place any torches. This probably might be it. Nope, definitely not it. Editor, cut out and cut back for me if you'd be so kind to do so. We kind of messed up a tad bit. Oh, never mind. I got it right over here. Should have known. Should have known. And like I was saying, we're gonna place these on the right side so we know our way back home. As you can see, that's 58 all the way down there. That's the Y thing. The Y is 58. And oh Jesus. And what you want to do is come over straight over here so you can tell yourself that, hey, everything's gonna be okay. No, but you kind of need to do this just so that you know what direction you're going in, the correct direction, of course. And as you can see, that was 58, and this is all the way at 100 and something. And yeah, obviously you're gonna have to put these torches all the way as soon as you're climbing up. I know I messed up over there because the little thing was one elevator more up than it's supposed to be. And there are kids screaming outside the window. Well, I live in apartments, guys, so I apologize for that. Anyway, excuse the noises. Anyway, we're heading straight. It's not over there. Please don't. Yeah, it's not over there. It's actually all the way over here. And this is the reason. Sometimes you excavate more than you need to, because well, let me tell you, excavating some 200 blocks takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, and you know, you get confused and you're like, oh, I need to check something like that. So mistakes will make, and the important thing is not to dig too far and always pay attention, because if you dig too far, you realize that you'll probably run into lava or some other really, really bad cases, and you don't want to do that because some of them are just kind of irreplaceable. Alright, let's head straight back home, all the way over here. I wish there was a faster way. The only fastest way that I know, apart from running, is a horse, but even a horse cannot come all the way faster than here, because some of the roads are just so thin that it really doesn't make any sense to do it so far. So yeah, that's where we're using torches now to basically cavalier the road all the way back home. But yeah, we're all the way at 113. As you guys notice, if you guys ever noticed the nether, it doesn't have a sky. So what's on top of the nether is just more nether rock. So what you want to do is go up to 120. I'll say it's a good distance amount. I ended up making the mistake of going below 120. I think like when like 80 or something, 80 or 60, 80 and below basically, and it kind of went pretty bad for me because I was running into a lot of lakes, lava lakes, and a lot of, you know, which is good if you're gonna keep exploring because you can run into nether fortresses. If you want to do that, you want to take the time to explore. But if you're tired and just want to head straight back home and forget about this bad dream that ever happened, then yeah, you probably want to take this shortcut, which is climbing up all the way to, I believe, 110 or 120 or above, and basically just taking from there, because most of the time 120, 110 usually don't get any it doesn't get anything off of it. You know, there's no nether thingamajigs. There's, you know, see, I think this is yeah, it's 111. I'm gonna leave before that thing comes up. But yeah, it went up like 1, 2, 3, 4, so it went up 5, so it went up to 116, and I think that's an okay spot. But obviously you're gonna run into situations where it might stop you, like, oh, you know, if I only had one block, I could have gotten away with it, or so and so. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, keep on trying, do your best, and hopefully you'll get there. Yeah, and sometimes you do run into a lot of these issues. As you can see, that was probably my worst mistake. Like this, I don't know how. Okay, I think I know how. As I thought so. I thought so. Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple issues like this. Digging. Sometimes when you dig up in the nether, one of the issues that you will probably run into is actually this, which is basically right side, right side, right side, right side. Yeah, which is basically the issue that I know I ran into, is that the lavas are the most hardest part when you're coming and digging around here. That's for sure. It's never easy to go around it. Some of it takes, some of them are like 2 lava pools, some of them are like there's one right here, one right there, and one right there next to it. So it takes a long time for it to dig out and stuff like that, which is how I ended up with this thing. I told you, it's just a lot of them. Some of them were right there, up in the roof, and yeah, they're just all over the place. And I guess the important thing is just to try to place a block to block it and then move on. You know, it does take a long time, like I was saying before in my previous video. It's just all about patience, and as soon as you get through that's all that really matters. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't actually do at first try. This has been probably my longest roll that I have, and I didn't think doing the sky was gonna be a good idea because I figured it was just gonna be too much effort, and I kind of felt a little bit like exploring. But as you can see, I did run. If you're gonna do that, which is not a bad thing, you're gonna run into issues. As you can see, I did run into a couple of issues, which is just a lot of twists and turns. And the reason it's a lot of twists and turns is because, yeah, there's a lot of good scenery. I think there's another fortress around here, which is not bad, but you do have to realize that if you're going for just, oh great, I'm just so glad there was nothing down there. Yeah, but if you're going to go for this scene, you gotta realize that you're gonna have to be very careful, because there are a lot of little gas stains and they're not very friendly. And if you're trying to build or cross a lake with it and one of those gas stains appears, well, I'd say I can't say I didn't blame you, you know, because I did. And as you can see, that's what I was doing. Then I realized, you know what, I really, those things, those little gas chamber things, they just spawn out of nowhere. And once, you know, you just gotta have a bad day, and you know, guess what, back from the start, you lose all the XP. Bam, bam, shazam, that kind of stuff. And yeah, you know, you can't really have that. And as you can see, I actually did kind of take a tad bit of shortcuts over here. Oh wow, I probably took too many shortcuts. Yeah, a little bit of too many shortcuts. Let me check where this lead to. Nowhere. Okay. Okay. I see. I do see. I see where it leads to now. And yeah, sometimes, as you can see, once you go back through your steps, you realize that, oh, you know, I could have just taken a different route and it would have been much shorter than doing all of this, which sometimes is very much the case. Lighting is kind of super important too, because of, alright, cool. Yeah, like I was saying, lighting is super duper important, mostly because of the fact that you are gonna have to basically tilt you're gonna have to stop a couple of mods from spawning. As you can see, we actually didn't go all the way down to the sky like I was saying. We did take a couple shortcuts. This is one of them. And we ran some good stuff, which can be kind of good or bad depending on your situation. See, we ran into a good amount of nether fortresses. I think we found 2 just on our way to get back home, which is okay, but not really that great. And one thing about this that I did find super important is to never try to find a way to hide the torches. Cause, you know, I don't know what is it. Just sometimes you look for a torch and you can't find it, and you go like, oh, can't find it, need to move on. Well, you know what? 1 block away, the torch was actually hiding. I don't never like leaving torches 1 block down, all the way down, because sometimes, you know, you break 1 block and they go by. And I think it's like a good habit to have, because you gotta realize that if you're inside a cave and you break a block and water comes out, well, you're just not in a good place anymore. Okay, so I see, you see, DC, and I think this is, it's gonna be straight ahead if I'm right. Yep, I am correct. I always am correct. So you can see, this was scary to build because it was a long distance, and if anything happened, yeah, I probably would have hit the floor, but which wasn't bad. As you can see, lighting the torches way, super duper important. Oh wow, super duper important. I'm sorry, I can't leave this torches here, it's just messing with me. I couldn't leave that torch there. Like, come back for me and replace me. Oh, so you can see I did place a couple torches here and there. This one's the scary one, scary road, because it's literally, okay, it's not above. I thought it was above a lava fall. Well, this part is it? No, it's not. Okay, anyway, that's still scary. Anyway, yeah, we're heading straight all the way back home. As you can see, I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh wow. But if you are actually digging up in the sky above 120, then you shouldn't really see too much action. You should not see this stuff, is what I'm trying to say. you should see kind of a lot of more boring stuff. Just the regular the regular tuitions, the regular monsters and all that good stuff. I mean, yeah, the zombies, the zombie Pikmin, that's what you should basically be seeing. You shouldn't be seeing any other mods unless you see blaze spawners, and then you're probably really close to really close to another fortress, or you're that's really scary, guys. Yeah, either A, you're really close to another fortress, or yeah, that was pretty scary too, to build on top of this. Yeah, so either A, you're really close to another fortress if you see places, or they're just really difficult to spawn nowadays. But I have seen them spawn a couple times above the nether fortress though. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did see them a couple times. Not a lot, just a couple of them, but not too much. As you can see, this is a very long road, and I guess the reason I imagine myself doing all this work was because I really wanted to catch a couple of nether fortresses, which I kind of did accomplish that, but it's just too much work to do this, which is a lot faster than actually boating my way there, which takes a lot longer. But I think that's about does it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. By the time I get there, it's already gonna be the woodland mansion thing. I think I cover all bases in terms of how to actually get back home. So yeah, like I was saying, place them on one side just so you know which way you're going and which direction you are traveling in. Always place them on the right side. As soon as you go home, you know that, oh, they're not on the right side, so I'm actually not going home. Anyway, guys, this has been your boy Uno. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys can hit that subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, I do appreciate the time. We already hit that straight ahead, so if you subscribe, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing so. Let me take that torch out. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay. Then I'll come back for it. Anyway, please hit that bell icon for me, please. Touch that bell icon just one click away. Click it for me, be so kind. And yes, so catch you guys next time, same time, same channel, whole new episode. Thanks for watching. This has been your boy Uno. Hit that bell icon. This is the woodland mansion that I was talking to you about. Please notify yourself so I can notify myself too, so I can check myself. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This has been your boy Uno. Catch you guys next time, same channel, same planet, whole different new episode. Alright, guys, bye.